I'm Robert Ochoa, and once again, we're back with another DVD review. I'm still continuing this dinosaur thing. Do I have a lot of dinosaur movies? I have more than enough. I used to have a lot more when I was younger, but a lot of those were old VHS tapes that just got ruined. But anyway, so today I wanted to look at a dinosaur movie that's way different than a lot of other dinosaur movies, and that's because it's a comedy. But the comedy really doesn't focus on the dinosaurs themselves. It focuses more on the cavemen. Yes, it's one of those movies where cavemen lived with dinosaurs. So, I mean, it's different, but it's good, and I like it. And today I still find it funny. And that movie is, well, it's Caveman. So this is a comedy starring Ringo Starr. Yeah, right? Ringo Starr, you know, that fourth member of the Beatles no one really knows about. It's actually pretty good. It has Ringo Starr, Shelley Long, Dennis Quaid, and a bunch of other actors from the 70s. This movie was made in the 80s. I don't know what year. Oh, 1981. Wow. Anyways, I actually have a good memory about this movie. Once again, taking place in my childhood. I remember I was probably in my room doing nothing. I was either reading comic books or playing with my toys, but probably more playing with my toys. And my grandma called me to the living room. I used to live with my grandma. Don't worry, my mom lived there too. We all lived together in the same house. So my grandma called me to the front room and she said, "Sit down and watch this movie with me." And I had no idea what we were watching. I do remember that it was on the USA channel. That was a long time ago when the USA channel was channel 8, at least in the San Fernando Valley. So I'm sitting there, and next thing I know, it's a movie with a bunch of cavemen running around, doing stupid things and fighting dinosaurs. My grandma laughed at certain parts that I didn't understand were funny until I got older. It's one of those movies where it's really silly and it's really funny, but there's scenes where kids can laugh, and then there's scenes where adults can laugh too. Here's a good example of how silly this movie is. There's a scene where there's a little person that's part of the tribe, and they always keep losing him. So there's one part where they're walking, and it looks like they come to like a pile of mud, and they start sifting through, and they start looking for it, and they're looking for him because they think he's under there. He comes out pulling up his pants, and he's laughing because they're sifting through his crap. And see, as a kid, that was hilarious. I thought that was funny. I was dying. But there's another scene which I totally didn't understand until now, where one tribe is meeting another tribe, and they look, and there's these two guys holding hands. Of course, they were homosexuals, but I was a kid. I didn't know that. I just saw two guys holding hands, and my grandma thought that was funny. I didn't understand it. So what's this movie about, since I'm talking about it so much, but I'm not getting to the plot? It's really hard to explain. It's about Ringo Starr plays this caveman that doesn't fit in, but he's smarter than everybody. He understands things. He builds things. He knows how to manipulate the life around him. You know, he understands what certain plants do. He can understand what animals might do and stuff like that. So he's smarter, but he's weak. The other cavemen are bigger, stronger, meaner, and the leader of the cavemen is this real big dude. I forget what his name is, but he's in a lot of movies, and he always plays the big guy. I feel so bad not looking this up. But anyways, he has the hottest cave girl there. I mean, she's like extremely gorgeous. And Ringo Starr wants her for himself. He's in love with her. He can't get her. Dennis Quaid plays his best friend, but he gets injured early in the movie and gets kicked out of the tribe. So when Ringo Starr puts the moves on the main cave dude's like girl, they find him and they kick him out. Well, later on, he finds Dennis Quaid again, and they actually become buddies. And they just end up meeting different little tribes throughout the whole movie. And they make their own tribe. They meet a tribe with... there was like a band of like misfits, I guess. It's like a girl, a black guy, an Asian guy, the two homosexuals, and then the little short dude. Then they meet another band of cavemen, which were mostly women, but it's like a family, and they have kids, and they come together, and so they're kind of fighting with the old tribe that threw them out, but not really. They're just fighting over the same food, and they live in the same area. And then, of course, there's dinosaurs attacking them and all that stuff. Now, the dinosaurs aren't serious. They're silly. There's a T-Rex that's overweight. He looks old. There's another dinosaur that's like a big lizard, and his eyes are like, gecko eyes are going all over the place. It's just hilarious. I mean, and the dinosaurs are stop motion animation, so that's cool. I'm used to seeing dinosaurs like that, so I like dinosaurs like that. And basically, Ringo Starr still wants the main cave girl, and there is a big fight at the end, which is pretty funny to watch, but there's a big fight at the end between, the old cave tribe and then this new cave tribe that's a band of different tribes. And it's not like a serious, deadly, like, we're gonna kill you fight. It's more comical, it's really funny. And the whole movie's like that. I mean, it's just one big comedy, and there's just so many scenes that are hilarious, like when they're searching for food and they want to eat the Asian guy's lizard, and he puts the lizard down, and then the lizard points to the food. And then there's another scene where they're being attacked by like this Bigfoot monster in the ice, and once they all get away, the Bigfoot monster looks around and starts crying because he wasn't fighting, he just wanted to play. So there's English in it, but there's not a lot of English in it. I'm not going to ruin the English scenes for you because I thought it was pretty funny, but there is caveman language, and you kind of pick up on it. It's not so bad as when dinosaurs ruled the earth, or 1 million years BC. You actually can pick up on this caveman language, and there's a little bit of Spanish in that caveman language, and that's another thing. There's a lot of Latin actors in this movie. My mom saw it with me, and she was naming some of the actors that came on, different shows and movies that were in the 70s. And so I think it's pretty cool that, they have Latin actors in there. It sucks that it's not a serious movie, it's a comedy, and that they're playing cavemen, but at the same time, for a movie made in 1981, you don't see a lot of Latin actors during that time. So watching this as a kid, knowing that there was brown people on TV, it was kind of cool, I thought that was neat. Anyways, it's a great movie, it's a comedy, it's funny. Does it still hold up to this day? Yeah, I think so. I can pop it in, and I get a laugh out of it, and I think it's hilarious. So, anyways, that's about it. This movie is for anybody who likes comedies, silly comedies. I mean, if you like Me, Myself, and Irene and stuff like that, you'll definitely like this one. So, it's really enjoyable. Stop motion animation is really good, even though, it's a comedy. It's really exciting. Sorry, that's my dog barking. I don't know why. But anyways, good movie. Something you want to watch with the family? Yeah, I saw it as a kid. The kids won't get the adult jokes, and they'll laugh at the silly parts of the movie. They might laugh more at the dinosaurs acting silly. Sorry about that. I was interrupted. I'm gonna try to edit this, so if it comes out kind of weird, anyways. So back to the movie. Caveman, funny movie. That's all I'm gonna say. The next movie that I am going to do a review on is a dinosaur movie, but it's really, really bizarre. It's a Japanese film, so you can already kind of maybe get a hint of what's going to happen. But not only is it a Japanese film, instead of being an action film or maybe a comedy like most dinosaur films are, this one actually plays off as a really dark horror movie. Gave me nightmares as a kid. So, that's something to look forward to. Anyways, also what I'm going to share with you is something special. I just picked this up 2 weeks ago. And that's Xenozoic by Mark Schultz. See that? I don't know if you're familiar with the comic book that came out in the 90s that was published by Topps called Cadillac and Dinosaurs. I believe there was a cartoon show, and there was even a video game. I don't know if it ever came out. I know it was for the Super Nintendo, and I had a Sega, so I never saw it. But anyways, the story is that the whole world goes kaput. Dinosaurs and all these other ancient creatures start coming back to life, mammoths, and the humans that are left have to defend themselves. I think it's really cool that the guy kind of has like this Cadillac thing going on where he drives Cadillacs, and it's just pretty cool. But anyways, this was the start of the Cadillac and Dinosaur series, and it kind of has that old Tarzan, Conan feel to it. The art, the way the stories are written and all that kind of stuff. I believe most of these comics in this book were made in the 80s. So they're like little short stories, but they go together. Anyways, it's really cool. If you're a big comic book fan, if you love dinosaurs like I do, I would suggest pick this up. It is in black and white, but I think that just gives it more charm. But anyways, thanks for watching, and hopefully next time we meet, I'll talk about a good dinosaur movie that you'll really want to see. Other than that, thanks for watching, and leave your comments as always, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, bye.